discussing the competitive aspects of genius.
Well, that's part of primitive instincts, actually. So it's the animal in us as well as a good-natured human being. So we're talking about survival instincts, right? Right? Survival. Struggling for space, struggling for food. It goes way back into the history of the sort of like primitive man, primitive cultures, primitive societies, and where they were developing their genius, the genius to survive, native genius. And then theorists say that along the way, the aliens showed up and intermingled with certain races. Some people feel it happened in Egypt, right? And then everything exploded from there. And you say, well, that's what happened this past century, right? We are one level, and in 1900, by 1950, man, we were almost in space. And so then we talk about alien intervention or intercession and so on. And not for our purposes, that's for their purposes. That's the interesting point. See, they studied mankind because they want to dominate, they want to take over mankind, maybe change mankind. We would like to think as idealists that it's a change for the better, but there's no evidence to that effect at this point.
So relative to survival, do people manifest genius under pressure?
Always best under pressure. No hardship, no genius. That's under pressure. Being forced to survive. Good. But we're not talking about that exactly, but in people's minds, could be a violinist is coming up and has to outdo the next violinist, or the one that's ahead of him has to be better. So there's a creative edge that we have, and we're capable of doing, that the instinct to be superior, that's built in, that could be okay. I'm not saying that's good. That's not what genius is, but genius is extraordinary intelligence and ability. But I like to use it in terms of what I'm sort of promoting as a theory, is that real genius is selfless by nature. It's not self-limiting, it's heartfelt opening.
So if real genius is selfless, is it exposed to the same kind of pressures as people find with ordinary genius?
Always. Human life is the same for everyone, yeah. So the thing is that there is something that is great in the human being, which is to survive and excel. And that's at its best when it's not barbaric and brutal. But if it has to be, it will be. See? But the races experience so much barbarism, barbarianism, and brutality, harsh brutality, wicked brutality, insane brutality. Well, we need more healing at this time. So the aliens, are you listening? Bring down some light to the people here. But they're picking their time when they make a big public stand for the cause of the intergalactic. We have to be patient. Inevitably, it will come to pass. There has to be a confrontation. We hope they're not the bad guys. Saying, I like that one over there, I think I'll eat that one. No, I want that one. No, you want this one. Come in.
So does that same barbarism produce the genius out of necessity?
Well, in some cases they're made, but in other cases they're born. See? So we have to pay respects to those who are born that way. And we usually expect the best from those who are born that way, the best in whatever art, science, or particular field they're in, and know that they're the best. They're the exemplars, right? The exemplary manifestations of the gene pool. That make you feel good. There's fulfillment there. It's not aberrated, it's not crazy, it's not turning against the mother or the father, it's like the blood is positive and going straight up. It's ascending, so to speak, and maybe that's fantasy, but it's possible.
Does genius require acknowledgement and recognition?
Some geniuses do, some don't. It's not about that. It's about the doing. It's not about the product. It's about the process. See? The process. You know, loving the pressure. See? And then sharing it. See? I think deep down in everyone is the need to do good and be appreciated for the goodness. See? Not as much as doing good. Doing good is the big one. But some people appreciate being appreciated. See? Yeah.
Do all beings have the potential to become true geniuses?
Potential is there, Buddha. Right. It's not easily accomplished, but it's possible. Yeah. It's possible. Yeah. Some say you have to pray hard enough, you have to open up, right? You have to do enough good. Yeah. And some say it takes eons, hundreds, maybe thousands of lifetimes to get to that point. It's possible. And then maybe someone just wakes up, boom, well, they have an accident, and then all of a sudden their brain is shifted, and then boom, they're like, they're on it. So it can happen. So you have karma and you have dharma.